Breaking news, 6:03 right now. According to the Tragically Hip's website, Gord Downie has been diagnosed with terminal cancer. Downie, longtime lead singer of the Tragically Hip, is 62 years old. The band's website says it is a form of terminal brain cancer. More details coming up for you later on. BT, our thoughts and prayers, of course, go out to him as his family. Police in the East End asking residents to check around their properties right now. They're searching for a missing elderly man. Police concerned about 84-year-old Jairatnam Panasamy. He was last seen early Sunday morning in the Midland Lawrence area. Described as 5'5", 185 pounds, gray receding hair, goatee. Last seen wearing gray track pants, a blue fleece jacket, and a white sweater. Now, he has gone missing before, not for this long. His family, understandably, very concerned and upset. So check your property, especially in the Midland Lawrence area. However, he could have wandered even further than that. Check any place someone may be seeking shelter to sleep for the night. That you've seen him, or if you do find him, call 911 right away. A deadly long weekend in Wasaga Beach on the holiday weekend. 2 men from Bolton stabbed to death in separate attacks at separate times. 18-year-old Francesco Molinaro has been identified as a man who was killed in a fight outside a pizza joint Saturday night. Then less than a kilometer away, 23-year-old Eric Tello Arias was stabbed 3:30 yesterday morning. The men were both from Bolton, did know each other. At this point, the cases are not being linked by police. No suspects or arrests made. By the way, we get back to the regular holiday atmosphere in Wasaga Beach, and police say they received about 120 calls Saturday night, which they say is not unusual for a long weekend. Wasaga's mayor releasing a statement saying loss of life is always devastating. Our condolences go out to both families. Right now, the town's objective to determine what can be done to try and prevent these altercations from happening in the future. Once again, anybody with information asked to call police. Toronto could be inviting the world to town for Expo 2025. The city's executive committee will be considering a bid to host the event today on the heels of a show of support from Prime Minister Trudeau. In a letter, the Prime Minister says if Toronto decides to pursue the Expo, his government is prepared to explore the next steps in the process. And the city's private sector ready to chip in, apparently. 40 business leaders say they're already willing to cover the costs of a new business plan for the event and the $15 million bid entry for itself. However, City Council must give its okay to the plan before it goes ahead. 2 years ago, a similar motion didn't even survive a committee vote. At the time, a study found that the cost to host the event would range from $1 to $3 billion. Vancouver, by the way, was the last Canadian city to host Expo 3 decades ago. World Expo is a 6-month-long showcase of innovation and technology held every 5 years. Dubai will host the next Expo in 2020. Bill Cosby could face one of his accusers, a Toronto woman, in court today during a preliminary hearing on sex assault charges. Cosby and Andrea Constant are expected to attend the proceedings in Philadelphia. The hearing will decide whether or not Cosby will be tried on charges that he drugged and sexually touched Constant 12 years ago. The comedian has denied any wrongdoing. If the judge decides there is probable cause, a trial date will be set. All right, let's move on to some very happy news. The underdogs are defying the odds. Our Raptors evening up the Eastern Conference Finals at 2 games apiece after a huge win at the Hangar. Jubilation in Jurassic Park as the Raptors inch closer to the NBA Finals. Bismack Biyombo playing a key role in Toronto's victory. Here he looks up with Lowry for the alley-oop. Then he closes the door with LeBron. Huge block. James falls to the ground. The refs call a foul on Biz, but he would come back and reject Kyrie Irving. Biyombo finished with 14 rebounds. Now, things almost do go south for Toronto down the stretch when LeBron gives Cleveland the lead in the 4th. The Raps respond. First, Patterson picks up a rebound. And DeRozan drains his second chance for a 4-point lead. Then Lowry with a head of steam cruises past Smith. Toronto holds on to win, 105-99.
I know how loud Cleveland is and how loud other arenas are. and ours is you know, a couple of decibels higher.
At some points, I felt like it was way too loud that I couldn't. Yeah, I was trying to call the coverage, and Kyle was like, "I can't hear you." I'm like, "I'm the loudest guy on the floor, and if you can't hear me, well, we have a problem." But it's also good because it gives us a lot of energy, and you know, the crowd has a lot to do with us winning the game too. You gotta appreciate how great of a fans we have.
Biz is one of our best athletes. He's always teasing about chasing lions and everything, and the kind of go, I got to go over there this summer and see that.
So it's now a best-of-3 series. Next game tomorrow night in the Lions' Den. The following game Friday night back here at the AC, if necessary. Game 7 returns to Cleveland. All game times 8:30.